Hello, today we are going to see how to answer questions on line graphs. Here is a question taken from Cambridge 18 IELTS Academic Book. Have a look. The graph below shows the average monthly change in the prices of three metals during 2014. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons wherever relevant. Thus, you see there are three lines. The darkest one is for nickel, the light one is for zinc, and the dotted one is for copper. The x-axis is all the months, January, February, March, right up to December. The y-axis has a percentage change in the price as compared to the previous month. There are 12 months and there is data for three metals. So there are 36 figures to be written. But if you write all of them, then you will just face paucity of time. So cut down wherever you can. In the overview statement, I'll be talking about nickel because that shows the biggest fall in the month of June. A logical way would be from January to June, write it in the second paragraph. And for details from July to December, write it in the third paragraph. So here is a paraphrase statement. The given trilinear graph illustrates the mean fluctuations that happened every month in the cost of three minerals, namely copper, nickel, and zinc during the year 2014. And the overview statement to be written in the very first paragraph. Overall, we see that among the three metals, nickel showed the maximum variation in June with minus 3.5%. We'll start with the second paragraph. At the outset, we see that copper showed a 2% hike in January 2014 as compared to December 2013. During the same month, the figures were 6% and 1% for nickel and zinc respectively. During the next month, the prices of only zinc rose. In March, all the three witnessed a fall, with nickel plummeting to 1%. In April, nickel and copper did not see any shift, but zinc slipped marginally. From May to June, nickel experienced the steepest dip to a nadir of minus 3%. At the same time, zinc too had its sharpest fall, albeit to minus 1%, the same as in the preceding month. Now moving on to the period between July to December, we are going to write this in the third paragraph. July was a better month for all the materials. Interestingly, till September 2014, there were no changes in prices. In October, values of nickel dwindled by 1%, whereas the other two saw a dip of only 0.5%. But in November, except for copper, the others saw a significant hike. Lastly, in December, the differences hovered between 0 and 1%. And finally, the last paragraph. To conclude, July to September saw a period of stability in the course of copper, nickel, and zinc in 2014. Now you can go ahead and take a screenshot of the next slide and make sure that you write it by hand.